Hi, I'm Valerie Janice, the Outreach Resource Technician for Waxhaw TP Library. And today in Librarian Explains, today we're going to be talking about plagiarism. What is plagiarism? According to the Merriam-Webster's Encyclopedia of Literature in 1995, plagiarism, an active instance of plagiarizing, i.e. taking the writings of another person and passing them off as one own, and the fraudulent is closely related to forgery and privacy practices, generally in violation of copyright laws. So breakdown. Plagiarism is passing off others' ideals as your own. It's also purchasing an essay on the internet, having someone write an essay for you, copying and pasting huge chunks of resources, reusing your own work without proper citation, forgetting to provide citations for things like images, graphs, and video clips, and citing incorrectly, not using quotation marks or paraphrasing incorrectly. So this was retrieved from the LibGuides of butler.ed/plagiarism. It shows you the different types of plagiarism. So the first is clone, submitting another's work word for word as your own. The second is Control-C. This is copying, contains significant portions of text from a single source without alterations. Number 3 is find and replace, changing keywords and phrases, but retaining the essential content of the source. 4, remix, paraphrases from multiple sources made to fit together. 5, recycle, browses generously from the writer's previous work without citation. Borrows generously from the writer's previous work without citation. Number 6, hybrid, combines perfectly cited sources with copied passages without citation. Number 7, mashup, mixes copied materials from multiple sources. Number 8, 404 error, includes citations to non-existent or inaccurate information about the sources. Number 9 is aggravator, includes proper citation to sources, but the paper contains almost no original work. And 10, retweet, includes proper citation, but relies too closely on the text's original wording and or structure. When you look at quoting in your paper, you should only be about 10% of your paper. Grammarly can do a plagiarism check for you. So keep that in mind when you are writing your papers, that if you are doing any quotations, it should only be about 10% of your paper, meaning 90% of your paper should be in your own words. What can happen when you do plagiarism? You can get a failing grade on assignments. You can get a failing grade in your course. You can be dropped from your course. You can be put on academic probation or expulsion. You can have a note on your transcripts for academic dishonesty. You can lose your financial aid, and it can affect your career opportunities. If it's written down in your transcripts, it might affect if someone would want to hire you. So avoid plagiarism. There are 5 things that you can do to help you against plagiarism. Always cite your sources. Use in-text citations when using other creators' work. Make sure you have all the information about the source to cite correctly. Do not copy and paste information from the internet unless you use citations. And check for plagiarism using Grammarly or another tool. Here is an example of an in-text citation. First, you have the author of the quote, the publication date, and then your signal phrase, your words. Then you have your quote, and then you have the end and the page where you found the quote. So what I say when you're doing quotations is you should not start your paragraph or end your paragraph with a quote. Think of it as a s'more. Your sentence leading into the s'more is the graham cracker crust. The signal phrase is the chocolate. Yes, you can have a s'more without chocolate, but your signal phrase makes it better. Your signal phrase is why you wanted to use this quote. How does it relate to the topic you're writing about? Then you use the quote, which is the marshmallow, and then you end it with another graham cracker crust of your words. This makes your paper flow and it helps you do quotations correctly. When you are doing interview citations, they are considered personal communications along with personal letters, memos, personal emails, class discussions, and presentations. When you are doing personal communications, you do not add them to your citation page or your reference page. You put them in text only. For example, I would say, C. Conroy, Personal Communications, May 9, 2019. Or, in my interview with Mr. Conroy, 2019, we discussed. In her presentation, Miss Janice, 2021, stated. So that's a way that you can use interviews or other personal communications in your paper. Paraphrasing is another way that you can use other people's work, but you still need to cite them. There are some paraphrasing tools that you can get online that you can use, but there are 5 steps to paraphrasing authors' ideals. First, you read the text. Then you remove the text, cover it over with a piece of paper, move it out of your line of sight. The third step is explain the ideal out loud in your own words. The fourth step is write and type that explanation. Then you return to the original text to confirm the accuracy in names, numbers, spelling, sources, etc. And you're also making sure that it is not a duplicate of the original. So as you can see on this example, you still need to cite even if you're paraphrasing, because it shows where you got that information. So I shared the basics about plagiarism, and I hope that it helps you in your academic career. If you have any questions, please contact the librarians at Waxahachie TB Library, and we will help you in whatever way we can. And have a great day.